back with more of Dorit Kemsley's audiobook. We're in chapter 12, and Dorit is approaching the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills season. She talks about it was such a switch up that everything that happens to her is now public, and nothing is like a private moment anymore. And that would be weird to have like so many people commenting on every single time you have an experience in life. She said there were just so many opinions. She also said that PK said that don't let the truth get in the way of a good story whenever she would like get in beef with the other housewives. And to be honest, that's kind of an iconic line. I'm gonna live my life by that. Dorit also says that PK would be a good housewife, and I despise this. I hate that so much. Then when she was meeting the housewives, the two that I kind of noted were everybody said she would get along with Erika, and then like Erika had a wall up and they just like did not get along at the beginning. And I think that's fascinating whenever somebody's like, oh my God, you're gonna love this person, and it doesn't go as you thought. And then Rinna, she says this, and I quote, Rinna was exactly as advertised, warm, effusive, and engaging. And you know what? Rinna does feel like the person who is who she portrays herself on TV. I would love to meet Lisa Rinna. Moving on, we talked about Pantygate a little bit with Erika. If you know, you know. I'm not going to dive into that. But she says that whenever she went to apologize to Erika, she really wanted to do it privately because that's how she would handle it in her real life. And so she was apologizing to Erika after giving that like gift, giving the panties and stuff and having the show moment. She was talking to Erika privately and then got scolded by the showrunner. And the showrunner was like, we don't do that. Like everything needs to be in front of the camera. And like, that makes sense. We're filming a show here, babe. We need everything. But Dorit says, and I quote, conflict wasn't always about the original issue anymore. It was about how the issue lived afterward, who repeated it, who defended it, who interpreted it, and who felt it still needed oxygen. And if that's not the perfect way to describe the housewives, I don't know what is. We dive into Hong Kong a little bit. This wasn't as much of a section of the book, but she talks about, obviously, like, Lisa asking if people were doing coke in Dorit's bathroom. And Dorit says that it was crazy to have, like, conflict be mainly about defending her character on the show, which, I mean, yeah, that one's a big one. I would want to clear up if it wasn't true. Then she talks about the season ending and would she get asked back for a second season. And she said that she kind of didn't want to be asked back and she wanted the decision to not be in her hands. And she said, I quote, if the decision were taken out of my hands, I could walk away gracefully, not quitting, no explaining, no admitting something had rattled me more than I expected. Just simple, polite, and it wasn't meant to be. But she ended up getting asked back and she says that she went back because PK was proud of her. And why do I just despise PK being so wrapped up in this? Like, why does PK's opinion of this, why is that the priority of opinions? Like, did you enjoy doing this? I just, like, hate husbands being so involved in the Real Housewives.